Good evening, guys. Hope everybody is settled. A lot of good evenings coming. Good. So let's start, guys, now. Request everybody to stop chatting now. Guys, first let me know how many people did their homework yesterday. I had given a small homework. Please say yes and no. Please do not raise your hands, guys. Please do not raise your hands. Say yes and no on the icon using yes and no icon, the green and the red, not on the chat, guys. This will help me in taking a poll, guys. So out of 168 people, approximately 70 people has told me yes. So this is helpful for you people also, guys. So everybody gets the poll result. Did you get it? No raising hands, guys. Good. Okay. But there are some people who are saying no. That's very bad, guys. You need to do everyday homework, which I tell you, if you really want to learn how to make a project. Otherwise, we won't be able to complete in this time. Okay. So guys, around a lot of people have said yes to me now. Good, great. Okay. So yesterday, a lot of people were asking me, sir, how to start the project? Sir, project को start कैसे करें? How to start the project? So today's session will be dedicated to the same thing, guys. I would be going through the second document with you. I know I gave you a homework, but I know a lot of people will not do. So my work is that I will teach you how to solve a problem, how to approach for a problem statement. And those, if my voice is not audible, guys, on the bottom left you have got an audio icon. Click on that, okay, and connect to the audio. You'll be able to hear me then. So to take an approach for that, I have created a solution document with you people and already shared the document with you. I would like to go point by point today that what should be the solution approach whenever you have a problem statement to be solved. The first step what we need to take, guys, is that we would be using a methodology which is known as agile methodology. And this is the way and this is the technique which is used in the industry to solve any problem statement or any projects. Okay, what is this methodology? It is not a waterfall, guys. I remember you people must have gone through some of the papers which says the software development life cycle. Okay, so there are a lot of methodologies for that. One of the oldest is their waterfall model, but no one uses that waterfall model now. So what you need to do now is you need to use a new methodology, and that methodology is known as agile. And what does the agile says? Release early and release often. Guys, concentrate on what I'm trying to say. Release early and release often. That means I should be able to see your project on a daily basis in a running state. That means let's start with a small project today and try to implement new features in the project day wise day. Yes, Tanish, it's an iterative approach. Okay, I remember when I talk to a lot of people from the colleges and when I tell them show me the project, they say, "Sir, अभी तो चल रहा था, अभी अब नहीं चल रहा है." That means, so yesterday it was working, today it was working, but when I came to you to show the project, it is not working. Guys, this is the not the way we make a project. So I'll teach you a new way that how to create a project and break down into small parts so that every day you have a working delivery every day. That should be your target. Okay, so all your data is on this link. I've already shared earlier with you. Okay, and this is a Google Drive for your project. All the files for the project which I'll be sharing will be sharing on this drive. Okay, so I'll request everybody to keep a copy of this. Okay, so I'm also sharing with you on your chat. Okay, this is the lifeline for your project, guys. All the data what I'll be sharing for 3 weeks with you will be sharing on this drive for you. Okay, and if I see this drive, guys, this is the drive in which all the files are there. The code book is there, the CSV is there, the global terror, Indian terror, a sample internship format is there. Okay, and all the 3 documents, the problem statement, the solution approach, as well as what? Your wireframe. So if you want to start a project, I told you we'll be using a step-by-step mechanism. And the first way and the first step is known as, Sakshi, there is no PMC file. In the PMC process, I have created 3 files for you guys. Just see these files. This is the project statement, this is the solution approach, and this is the wireframe document. Is this clear, Sakshi? These are the outcome of the PMC, the project management consultancy thing, what we have already done for you people. Okay? Now if you see, now concentrate on the solution approach, guys. Whenever you people have to solve a problem, you need to have a step-by-step approach. And what step-by-step I'll be teaching you today, you can apply to any of the projects. It's a generalized way, guys. So if you are able to implement this step-by-step way of solving any problem, you can make any project in your life. So the first step in solving any problem is known as the analysis phase. What we have to do in this phase, guys, I'll talk with respect to your project, guys. With respect to your project, in the analysis phase, what you need to do is you need to read the document carefully and you need to download the data set. Why? You remember I told you there's a code book which explains each and every columns of your data set. And for any of the data science project, the first understanding what you need to do is, people, understand the data set well. And if you are not able to do that, your project will not be completed. So the first step is what, guys? The analysis phase. And what we need to do in the analysis phase, guys, we need to understand our data set. And for understanding the data set, I had shared with you the file that was the codebook.pdf file, and hope you people have gone through that. Manaswi, I'll tell you, don't worry, just hold on, okay? And what should be the output of this analysis phase, guys? What I expect out of this, that once you people have done this, okay, I have given you an Excel sheet. After analyzing the Excel sheet, after first step, what I want as an output is, this is known as deliverable in the industry. Okay, the deliverables means what you will be delivering after the analysis phase. Sagar, please keep all your personal questions in the end. I'll appreciate that. So what is the deliverable, guys? The deliverable is what? I would require a CSV file with what? Reduced columns. Did you get it, guys? After this phase, after the analysis phase, what I require is a CSV file. And CSV means what? A comma separated file. And what should you be able to do? When I'm opening the CSV file after this step 1, you should be able to read a single record and understand it. It's a comma separated value files, guy, and I should be able to read the data within that CSV file. So this is the expectation what I have, guys, from you people, that once you people complete the analysis phase, what you need to do, guys, for analysis phase, you need to read all the 4 documents which I have shared you yesterday. And after reading all the documents in the analysis phase, I would require a CSV file. And what the CSV file should have? A lot of columns, which solves the client expectation. And you should be in a condition to read the single record of the CSV file. I'll give you an example for this, so it will be very easy for you people to understand it. Okay, so try to concentrate, guys. The first thing is, I shared you this Google Drive link, okay, and you remember this Drive link was present where? It was present in your problem statement, guys. Okay, in the problem statement you had this data set, and when you click on this Google Drive, guys, this is a different Google Drive, guys, you come to this data set, the database, and what you have, guys, in that you have this Excel sheet. And guys, if you try to see the Excel sheet, guys, the size of it is 90 MB. You know why, guys, the size is big? Because you've got 1,90,000 data in there. So it's a huge data. And guys, if I try to click on this Excel sheet and try to open this, it says to me, could not preview the file because this file is too large to preview. That means I cannot double click the Excel sheet and preview my file and see the data in that file. So what you need to do, guys, you need to now download this file. So you need to click on this download button and download this Excel sheet of 90 MB. And guys, once you people have downloaded, I have also downloaded guys, and here you can see I have this Excel sheet now, this global terrorism data distribution Excel sheet. I have downloaded in my folder. So you people should also download this on your laptops. And once you people have downloaded, you see it gives me the size of that file. It's around 94 MB. The next thing what you need to do is, guys, double click this file and try to open in your sheet. And once you open that, guys, so I'll open in my, I don't have Microsoft Sheet, guys. So what I'm trying to do is I have opened in my Mac, numbers are there, a program for that. And if you see, I have opened my file here. So guys, there is a small problem now. It says the worksheet data has 1,91,465 rows, but my numbers, my numbers program in which I'm opening this Excel sheet supports only 65 rows only. That means 65,000 rows only. That means it was not able to read all my data. But no problem, I was interested in the columns, and if you see, I have different columns having different types of data stored in it. And now, guys, if you see, you have lot of columns there, lot of columns. But it might happen that we don't require all the columns. So what is the approach, guys? The approach says that if we have a data set and there are a lot of data which is not required, you should do what? You should drop that columns. And how will you people decide which column to drop? Akshay is asking, is it necessary to have a CSV file to read the data? It's better, Akshay. It's a flat file system. That's the reason. Okay. So we need to now remove lot of columns. If you see, there are a lot of columns which has no data in that. Okay. So how to do that? I'll give you a way, guys. Okay. Go to your problem statement again. And now if you go to your problem statement, guys, and if you see the client expectation, you'll come to know what he wants, latitude and longitude, what he wants, month, day, attack type, region, country, state, city. Then this is the way you need to take out a list of data which is required in your expectation. So what you need to do, guys, go to your problem statement document, read the client expectation again, and make a list of all the keywords. Okay, and what you need to do, guys, is make that list. And once, guys, you people have made a list, you need to now see which columns means what. For example, now I here is there. Guys, what do you mean by I here? If you people want to know what is I here, guys, you need to use one technique now. Go to this code book. This is the solution for all your variable explanation. It's a 65 pages file. You don't need to read all the pages, guys. Use a technique. What was the variable name? I here. So let's see, guys. I have a section which says database variables. I'll directly go to that database variable. Okay, here it is, database variable. This gives you a description of each and every column, guys, of which, of your Excel sheet. You remember what I said? I year. What is the I year? It's a year. What is the type of the data? It's a numeric variable. What it does, you should also read this description. And what the description says, this field contains the years in which the incident occurred. That means you have the Excel sheet, and in the Excel sheet, each and every row represents an incident. What do you say, guys? Each and every row represents what? An incident. Okay? And this I year column tells you what, in which year that incident happened. Is it clear, guys? Similarly, you have I month, and similarly you have got I day. So I'm just trying to demonstrate three variables to you guys. I have the I year, which says this field contains the data in which year the incident occurred. I month will store what? Again, it's a numeric variable. It tells you in which month the incident occurred. Okay, you need to read all this, guys. I'm skipping at present. And then I day means what? It stores you and gives you an information on which day it happened. Is this clear, guys? So this is the way you need to read this, all your database variables, guys. Okay, this will explain you what exactly the each and every column represents. Okay, so let's come to the solution approach. Okay, this is a step what you need to do, guys, and the very important step here is what? Read the code book, read the documents, the project statement, read the solution approach, read the wireframe. This will better help you in getting what exactly is stored in your database. And I told you guys, after the analysis phase, what output I want? Okay, that output I want in the form of CSV file. But guys, there is one good news. Okay, you do not need to do everything yourself. I have done your work very less. Based out of my experience and my project requirement, I have already calculated that there would be 23 columns required, guys. Okay, that means from the code book now, what you need to read? You need to read about only these 23 column, guys. Did you get it? You don't need to read about all the columns. Why? Because I have already done this analysis phase for you. Because it's a typical phase, guys. It needs some experience. And this is the list which I have provided. What? I year, I month, I day, country, TXT, region, TXT. I'll explain all this to you, don't worry. So this part I have already done for you. And if you see, guys, in your Google Drive, I have already created this global terror.csv. So guys, is this clear to you now? That from that Excel sheet, this Excel sheet, which was a 90 MB Excel sheet, what I did for you, I have already done one work for you. I have created a global terror.csv file, which is now not 90 MB, but what? 33 MB size. That means I have reduced a lot of columns for you. Is this clear, guys? I have helped you in doing this first phase. And I am giving you a solution of the first phase itself. Only what you need to do now is, you need to now read from the code book about only this 23 columns. Okay, but I'll help you in doing this also, guys. So let me open this globalterror.csv. And if you remember in the solution approach, I told you, you should be able to read a single record and understand it. So I'll make you understand that, how to read a data set. Okay. So guys, now I'll try to open the global terror. Okay. So in this process, I have created two CSV files. Somebody asked me this question. This globalterror.csv has all the data of the world. I have also created a small version with the same columns, guys. That means number of columns in global terror and number of columns in the India terror are same. But what's the difference, guys? The difference is global terror is a 33 MB data which contains data from the whole world. But the India terror CSV file has the same number of columns as the global terror, but it is only 2 MB file. Why, guys? Because I have removed all the world data and only kept what? India data. Okay. So the number of rows are less, the number of columns are same. Okay. Somebody asked me, Diksha is asking me, sir, how did you separate India data from global data? Guys, I'll teach you that also, don't worry. Okay. I'll teach you in the coming days that how I did that, how I converted an Excel sheet data into global terror and the global terror data into what? The Indian terror data. Is it clear, guys? But for you at present, what you need to do is, in the analysis phase, you only need to read the codebook now and try to understand this 23 columns. Rest of the work I have done for you. Let me open this file and show you guys. So let me open Indian terror. I'll try to explain you how to read the data. Now concentrate, guys. Okay. Stop chatting with me. Concentrate here. How to read the data. So guys, I told you how many columns are there? There are 23 columns. Remember? Yes. This means how many incidents happened. So if you see this in the India data, there were 12,853 incidents which happened from 1970 to 2018. Okay, so just see, year 1972. That means this incident happened on this row number 2 in year 1972. In which month? Second month. Second month means February. I day means on 22nd day. Country, if you see, there are two columns, country underscore txt and country. That means country underscore txt shows the name and country shows what? The code. So the code for India is what? 92. And you people know that India comes in South Asia. So there are regions are there, okay, like South Asia, North America, South America, like that the full world is being broken down into regions. And how many regions we have broken down, guys? You people can note down. It will be helpful for you people when you read the document. There are 12 regions in which the data is being broken. Same concept here. Region stores the code. Region underscore txt stores the region name. So if you can see, South Asia is what? 6. Then comes another column, Prov state, PROV state. Prov state means provision province or state. Okay, so this means province or state. For example, it's Delhi. That means what I'm trying to say, in 1990s, in 1972, on 22nd of February, in India, which is in South Asia, in the state of Delhi, in New Delhi city, whose latitude and longitude is so and so, what happened? Hijacking happened. And this hijacking is what? This is known as attack type. So guys, if you see this column, you will come to know there are different types of attacks happening. Okay, and if you see, and if you go line by line, you will come to know there are 9 types of attacks which is happening. That means these incidents fall in any one category. Okay, like hijacking or bombing or armed assault or assassination. Okay, did you get it? So this is the same, the code and the value for that. Then comes the target type. Target type tells you that when this incident happened of hijacking, the target type was what? Airport and aircraft. Okay. Similarly, target type 1 underscore txt stores what? The name of the category of the target type, and target type 1 stores what? The code for it. Similarly, nationality, that when this event happened, when this hijacking happened, the nationality on which it was targeted was Germany, and the code for Germany is what? 75. And which group was focus? Palestinians. This is the G name. Okay. Was any weapons used in this? Yes, weapons were used. That is weapon type, and that was what? Explosive. And if you can see, everything has a code for it. Okay, firearms and everything. I'll teach you Vedas how to do the missing values. Don't worry, please concentrate on what I'm trying to teach you Veda first. जो सिखा रहा हूं उसको तो सीख लो पहले. Okay, G name means what was the target terrorist group, guys, which targeted this. Okay, nationality means when this event happened, which nationality was targeted. It was Germany people. There might be some Germans in India, guys. Okay, there was, if you see, it was hijacking. Plane was hijacked, and maybe the plane was coming from where? Germany. Manaswani, is this clear? Okay, and if you see the last one, 0, it says in this incident, how many people were killed? So if you see 0, that means nobody was killed in this. Okay, let's leave prop extension and prop extension txt. You people can read from codebook and let me know what this means. Okay, I'll give you a hint for this. It means what was the property which got damaged for this. And if you see, there was no property damage for this incident. So guys, give me a feedback using yes and no, guys. Do not raise hands, and let me know. Are you in the position to reach each and every record now? Good. So one guy, Tanish Garg, asked me, sir, what is the use of keeping category and other data, weapon and weapon type? You are right, Tanish. Okay, but because I wanted the codes also, that's why I've kept, and it is a very good way of keeping both of them. You should always keep the code as well as the text in your database. Okay, if you want you can skip it. It's not a machine learning, Tanish. You don't need to require hot encoding here, one hot encoding. Okay. Nisarg is asking what is the meaning of nationality. Nationality means when this event happened, I should not tell it an event, when this incident happened, which type of nationalities were focused. Okay, that means Germany people were focused in it. Maybe a plane must have been hijacked at that time, and the plane came from what? Germany. Is it clear, Nisarg? No, don't do that, Ishika. Don't manipulate the CSV now. What CSV I've given you, we have to use that. Okay. Yes, guys, Ashutosh, G name means the terrorist group name. It's a terrorist group name. Okay. You can see, no? If you can see the values, you'll come to know. Mizo National Front, Naxalities, Nost. Okay. Mizo National Front, anti-immigrant. Okay, these are the different groups. So guys, this is the way you should be able to read your data set. If you are able to do that, guys, that means you perfectly understand the data set, which is a very important step in a data science project, guys. You should know how to read your data set. Is it clear, guys? Because it's a university data. Some universities was doing a research, and they have collected this data. And if you see, this data is from 1970 to 2018, and it's a huge data and a very valuable data, guys. Okay. No, Sahil Rahman, do not do that. I've already created this CSV and given you. Okay. Would request not to change the CSV now. Okay. Bear with me, guys. I'll go step by step with you. There's no ML here. There's no machine learning modeling we have to do in this. It's a data analytics project, guys. We need to learn how your data speaks using visualization. This is the category of project. Okay. Yes, Anshuman. There was a requirement from the client. He says that he also wants to know what is the loss in the properties. That's why I require that. Is it clear? Okay, so this comes under, everything comes under data science, guys. All the project come under data science. Whether it is a data analytics project, whether it is a machine learning project, whether it is a deep learning project, everything comes under an umbrella of data science. Okay. Good, guys. I hope so. Your first step is over now. Okay. Mohammed, I'll tell you, don't worry. Today is the second day only. I have written a Python code to convert the Excel sheet to a CSV. Did you get it, guys? Everybody? I wrote a Python code to do that, and I teach you people how to convert an Excel sheet to a CSV file also. There's no TensorFlow, guys, Sakshi, in this. Okay, somebody has asked me about Slack, so let me share that. Guys, if you people want to work on this project with me, you need to join the Slack group. Okay, so what I've done is I'm sharing you a link, guys. Request everybody to do that. Soumya, you cannot process the data which is 1,90,000 in the Excel sheet. It will be a problematic. Okay. Antas Gupta is asking what is Slack. Guys, Slack is a tool like WhatsApp. Okay, in the industry, guys, please concentrate, no chatting now. Please request everybody. Ishika, please concentrate on what I'm trying to teach you. No chatting now. Okay, I'll give you an option of asking question. Don't worry, and ask relevant question. If I'm ask the question related to the topic which I'm speaking, is it clear, guys? It will be helpful for everybody. Guys, Slack is what? In the industry, when lot of people are working on a project, nobody uses WhatsApp group. WhatsApp is not an enterprise tool. It's a fun tool, guys. So how the communication happens on a project in the industry, guys? It happens through a tool which is known as Slack. So I have given you a URL, guys. I'll request each and everybody to click on that and come on Slack, guys. Okay, and once you people have downloaded the app on your mobile phones, okay, once you people have downloaded the app on your mobile phone, you can also use that app here on your web browser. So if you can see, guys, I am on the Slack. Which one? The Force Coding School. And I have created a channel, guys. And if you can see, what is the name of the channel? Project Season 3. So guys, if you people have also clicked on the Slack and downloaded the application, try to create your account there. Okay. And once you people have created an account, please use a paper and pencil and note the steps, guys. When you install the app on your mobile phone, click the home button at the bottom left. Okay, and when you click on the bottom left, guys, and the page opens on the home page, swipe your finger from left to right. You'll see a small pop-up coming up. On the pop-up you have, which is known as a channel browser. What do you have, guys? A channel browser. Click on the channel browser and search for a channel named Project Season 3 and add yourself to that project. So guys, if you can see, lot of people are joining here. Can you see? 132, 136, 137, lot of people are joining. So I would request each and everybody that the communication of this project will be coming here. Is it clear, guys? So I can see messages, guys, here coming now. Ayush has joined, Sahil has joined, Soul Science have joined, Pradeep has joined, Antas Gupta has joined. A lot of people are joining. I would request everybody to join that. Because after few days, maybe from tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I'll be doing all the communication over Slack only. Praveen, I've just given that link to everybody. Please click on that. Again, sharing that. So there are 215 people here. At least I want 200 people here on the Slack. Please everybody join here. Yes, Sagar, I'm repeating the steps. Once you people have downloaded the Slack app on your mobile, and when you people have opened the app, click on the bottom left home icon. And on the bottom left home icon, use your finger to flick from left to right, and when you do that, a small window will come, a pop-up window will come. On the pop-up window, there is an option for channel browser. Go to that option of channel browser, guys, and within that you'll see a Project Season 3 channel. This is the channel on which we'll be talking, we'll be communicating for this project. Click on that, guys, and when you click on that, you are there with me, connected for this project. Okay? Yeah, Discord is something else. Similar you can say Antas. Okay, a lot of people are joining. I'll request everybody to come here. So in this process, I want that at least 200 people should be there. Good, good. Okay. Second thing, guys, I'll request one thing here. Lot of people are asking on this channel to me, so can I make a group? My answer is no. Since guys, this is the first time you people are learning how to do a project, I would request everybody to do the project individually. The reason for that is, guys, working in a group is not an easy task. It's a complex task. Two people coding for the same project, every day you need to integrate that code. You people don't know how to do that now. So first, because this is the first project of your lifetime of a real client requirement, I would request that you should work it individually. Second, keep in mind that this is not your college project, guys. This is not your project assignment from your college. It's a requirement from a real client. The way of execution will be very different here. Is it clear, guys? I would request everybody to do this step now. I've explained you a couple of times how to do that. So I want you people to be the part of the project season channel now. Hello Kritika. Hello Sania. Hello Akhil. So let me move forward now. Okay. Asta, it's time, don't worry. Okay. It will take at least 2 to 3 days to start the coding. I told you, Asta, this is not your college project. You need to understand a lot of things first. Okay. And I'll help you in starting the coding also. Don't worry, guys. I'll teach you step by step how to do a coding also for a project. Second thing is, there is a announcement. Once you people are there on the project season 3, I would not like anybody doing a personal chatting on this. This tool is not for your personal chatting, guys. This tool is basically for the communication on this project. So I would request everybody to react and act professionally. Is it clear, guys? You need to be very professional whenever you are doing a communication for your project. No personal talks, no good morning, good evening, no hi years, please. We'll be focusing our concentration on the project itself. Is it clear, guys? So let's move to the next part now. I'll request the people who have not come on Stack, they can see the video and come again. Okay. Now I'm moving forward to the next step now. The next step is the design phase, guys. So guys, there's been a lot of requests to me. We'll take a decision. Usually it's a announcement to everybody. Project season videos are usually not uploaded onto YouTube. It's not a public videos, guys. We do not want anybody who is not registered for our project season to view the videos. Is it clear, guys? Okay. So these videos are very personal to these people who are working on the project. So I'll have a talk internally that how to share this information, okay, because this is very personal to the project and we don't want to the outer world that what we are doing in the project. Okay. Management is a huge cost for us, Adish Dhoka. If you want to do some personal or private YouTube, I need to manage that thing, okay, and it requires a lot of efforts from our side. We require a person to manage all the videos which are private then, okay. So we need to take a decision internally how to do that, okay. Ishwar, Zoom links, Zoom recordings is a cost to us again. It's a cloud base. We need to pay heavy amount of every month to Zoom for that. Okay, so there's a cost also involved in keeping and management of the YouTube videos. Did you get it, guys? So I don't want the videos to be available on a public domain. Is it clear? So because a lot of people has been asking me this question to me, so I want to be very clear to them. The YouTube videos will not be available on YouTube. Is it clear, guys? I'll give you an answer for Farzub Musakir. Okay. The second, please, guys, we don't want recommendation of which tool to use. Okay. So let's focus on the project now, guys. Ayushi and everything, everybody. The next phase is known as the design phase, guys. Okay. In the design phase, what you need to do is you need to read the client expectation and then create a rough sketch of the UI or the wireframe. So what you need to keep in mind is, guys, in the design phase, I'm on the step 2 now. How will the client actually use your software? Okay. And when he's using your software, will it be a drop down? Will it be a text box? Will it be a button, etc.? What it will be? Okay. How will the web page look? How many charts will be there? How many graphs will be there? How many map will be there? Okay. And this is the way you need to design. Okay. Again, the good news for you people is that I have already done this design phase for you. And I have already created a wireframe for you, which will be very helpful for you people, guys. Okay. So after the second step, the design phase, because this is the first project, guys, I am helping you a lot. So what I am doing, I have created as a deliverable a wireframe document, and which I have already shared with you people. So if you see this, this is the wireframe document, guys. And you people remember, I told you yesterday that how your UI should look, a rough sketch you should have. What will be the map tool, how it will look. I have tried to give you a visual way for that. Is it okay, guys? So this I have already done for you, the second phase. Is it clear, guys? So guys, we have another engagement at after 10 o'clock. Yesterday also we usually will have only 1 hour class every day for the project. Okay. So I'll take a hard stop now here. So I was able to make you understand step 1 and step 2, guys. The analysis phase and the design phase. Okay, and hope you people are very clear with the analysis phase and the design phase, and both the phases, the analysis and the design, I have already done for you and given you the end product for it. Okay, Tanish, you will not change the UI now.
Hey guys, I think Sylvester is disconnected. So let's wait for him to join back.
Yeah, I'm back, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I think so. There was some internet problem at my end. But I
Yeah.
think so. I have covered everything what was planned for today. Okay. And I do not need to share the screen again, guys. So, guys, is this clear now? I'm giving you the homework for today again. Okay. You need to read all the 4 documents. Again, the code book, the project statement, the solution approach, and wireframe. Tomorrow again, I'll make you understand the full project and the solution approach. Is it clear? No, Sahil, I won't be giving you recommendation on LinkedIn. Regarding your AI ML certificate, just give a WhatsApp to Surinder Ayaz. I think so, Ayaz, you have paid the amount, but you have not filled the form. Please fill the form, Mohammad Abdul Razak. Is it clear, Abdul? I think so. You paid for 2 people, and your entry was not there in the sheet. Yeah, Tala Mohammed, you have not filled the form. Okay? Please fill the form. So please take the WhatsApp Surinder for Surinder on the Surinder. He'll help you out, Abdul Razak. Okay? I'm again sharing the drive link, guys. All the data is here. Okay? The registration has stopped now, Preeti. We're not taking more registrations for this now. So, guys, give me a small feedback using yes and no. How was the session for today? Did you like the approach of solving the problem? I'm going very slow, step by step, guys. People saying yes, good. Yes, Sakshi, I need to be slow because there are a lot of people here. I need to make sure that everybody completes the project. You use the link, Preeti. You can restore this, Preeti, now. Okay? No, you don't have to use Google Colab, guys. You people need to use Spider for this project, guys. Yesterday also I told no using Jupyter, no using Colab. I need to have the client expectation is that he should be able to run from the Python console. Okay? Farooq, no, we'll be using, we will be not be using Plotly, we'll be using Dash. Okay? Not the bouquet library. Amina is saying nationality gives details about which nationality was targeted. Amina, is it clear? Yeah, Antas, you can use Visual Studio, no issues. Prasil Joshi is saying yes, sir. The pace is absolutely fine, and we could get a clear understanding of the approach in the problem statement. Thank you, Prasil. It will be difficult, Tithi, to do on idle. Musakir, I have answered your question. Why you are again asking the same question? Yeah, Kalpana, you can use PyCharm, but we recommend to use Spider, guys. We'll try to have some solution for that, Diksha. Okay. So Akash, the homework for today is again read the document. Now based on the today's understanding, again read the code book. The code book is very important. Okay, and Surya, the 90 MB file is on a different URL there. That URL is there on the project statement, guys. Did you get it, Surya? Shivani, the data is the world data. I have already tried to take out the data of India. Okay. Dipanit is saying I'm eager to work on the project. Good. We'll be using Dash. Musakir will be using Dash. Okay. Patrick, I'll be explaining you in the next tomorrow's session what is that NDA. Thank you, Diksha. Subharsha Das, go to that Google link. You have all the data there. Refresh your page. Yes, guys, you people can leave who do not have any question now. So I'll be also closing the session today. I told you we will be doing a hard stop at 10 o'clock today. Okay? Thank you, Kalpana. Thank you, Shivani. So guys, again remember not to spam here. Thank you, Ishwar. Saying thank you, I gained back my confidence because of you, sir. Thank you, Surya. My work, Surya, will be to give you confidence every day. If you are dedicated, you'll be able to complete that. Did you get it, Surya? Yeah, guys, who don't have any question can leave. No issues. I'm just answering the for questions what people are asking. That's it. Nothing new I'm teaching now. Thank you, Nafiz Alam. Manaswini, if Spider is not working, get it fixed from someone. Format your laptop and reinstall it. Simple it is. No excuses here. Ashish, I'll take your question tomorrow. Diksha, what do you mean by? Subharsi, I am not going to resend. Everything is there on the Google Drive. Go and take that. Subharsi Das, is it clear? No, Amina, you don't need to do anything, any changes Excel sheet. I've already done that phase for you and given you the output in the form of CS suite. Did you get it, Amina? Not required. Database is not required, Kadari. It's not required. We'll be directly reading the data from the CSV. It's a small file, no 30 MB, no issues. I don't have data in databases in GBs. That database. Did you get it? Good. Vidyani, the support will be there till end, but don't expect that I'll be coding for you guys. Okay? The teaching is there for the 1 week. 1 week I'll be teaching you a lot of things. Then you people need to code and give me an output. Vidyani, is this clear? No, Ishika, it's not a big project for you people to. You don't know how to work on a project individually. How can you manage people for three group people? It's not possible. Did you get it, Ishika? टाइम पास नहीं करना ग्रुप में. It's a single-handed project we need to handle. It's a small project. It's not big, that big also. The scope what I've given you is a small. Is it clear, Ishika? So what? Will it make any difference? Do you want to learn or no, Ishika? If you want to learn, do it individually. Nobody else is going to do your work, Ishika. You need to do your own work. Then only you will be learning. I know everybody is doing this project for the first time, and people are there who are doing project for the first time. So it's my responsibility to teach them how to do a project. Anshuman, I'll teach you how to do installation of Dash. Don't worry. Is it clear, Anshuman? Good. Thank you, guys. Good night. There will be no extension in the deadlines, guys. Good night, everybody.